To call the November finance meeting to order, and we're going to get started with resolution number 1.
Move it. Second.
Motion in the second, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Resolution number 2, authorization to contract with the Conoco School
Move it.
District.
Second.
We have a motion in the second, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Authorization number 3, authorization to enter into an affiliation
Move it.
agreement.
Second.
Motion in the second, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Resolution number 4, authorization to fill one caseworker position. Base 60,405,000. Motion in the second, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Resolution number 5, authorization to fill one full-time transportation aid position.
Move it. Second.
Motion in the second, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Resolution number 6, authorization to fill one social welfare examiner position.
Move it. Second.
Motion in the second, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Resolution number 7, authorization to enter into an agreement with Mental Health Association.
Move it.
from the counties.
Second.
Motion in the second, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Resolution number 8, authorization to increase the daycare expense account and increase the state aid daycare revenue.
Move it. Second.
We have a motion in the second, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried.
You
saw
saw
100
you saw 100%, didn't you?
We put that in big letters. Numbers, I mean. Resolution number 9, authorization for the chairman of the board of supervisors to approve the annual renewal of existing contracts.
Move it. Second.
Motion in the second, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Resolution number 10, authorization to enter into an agreement with Twin County Recovery Services for the provision of youth farm.
Move it. Second.
Motion in the second, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Resolution number 11, authorization to enter.
Second.
Motion in the second, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Resolution number 12, authorization to modify the Human Services 2024 budget.
Move it. Second.
We have a motion in the second, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Resolution number 13, authorization, Human Services to contract with vendors for 2025.
Second.
We have a motion in a second, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Resolution number 14, authorization for the Department of Human Services to use 22,500 of federal salary share funds to help Sheriff Department purchase an X-ray machine for the county.
Move it.
jail.
Second.
We have a motion in a second, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Resolution number 15, authorization for the Department of Human Services to modify the 2025 budget. Add $78,296 of state aid for the 2025 budget for the MHA account.
Move it. Second.
Motion in a second, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Resolution number 16, authorization for the Department of Human Services to contract with Dr. Jeremy Bowes to provide 730 consultation services for 2025.
Second.
Motion in a second, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Resolution number 17, authorization for the Department of Human Services to renew a contract with prescriber recruiter Corzine.
Move it. Second.
Motion in a second, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Resolution number 18, authorization to renew a contract with locum tenens firm Jackson Covert for the purpose of recruiting and ultimately hiring new psychiatrists.
Second.
We have a motion in a second, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Resolution number 19, authorization for the Department of Human Services to
Move it.
renew.
Second.
Have a motion in a second, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Resolution number 20, authorization to renew contract with psychiatric consultant Carlos Valley, MD, on the.
Move it. Second.
We have a motion in a second, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Resolution number 29, authorization to contract with Bondeo Group Financial Services
Move it.
for 2025.
Second.
Motion in second, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Resolution number 22, authorization to contract with CCSI on a limited basis, not to exceed $4,500 for 2020.
Second.
We have a motion in a second, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried.
You're a third of the way there.
Now,
Doing great.
Resolution number 23, authorization to contract with Columbia Memorial
Move it.
Hospital.
Second.
Motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Resolution number 24, authorization to modify resolution number 3732024, contract with Columbia Green Community College for the behavioral health service.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Resolution number 25, authorization to renew contract with Jacqueline Christie for consultation nurse
Move it.
practitioner services.
Second.
Motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Number 26, authorization to renew contract with UHPP for psychiatric consultation services.
Move it. Second.
Motion in a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Resolution number 27, authorization to contract with Southern New Hampshire University to provide student interns.
Second.
Motion in a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Resolution number 28, authorization for the Board of Supervisors to appoint new Community Services Board and some limited members.
Second.
Motion in a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Resolution number 29, authorization to lease two copy machines from repeat business.
Move it. Second.
Motion in a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Resolution number 30, authorization to return congregate meal site to previous locations within Village of Elation Senior Center.
Move it. Second.
Motion in a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Resolution number 31, authorization to return congregate meal site to previous location within the city of Huntington. Motion in a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Okay, we're going to move on to public safety. Resolution number 32, authorization for OFA to renew contracts with various providers.
Move it.
Second.
Motion in a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Resolution number 33, authorization to amend the 2024 and 2025 budget.
Second.
We have a motion in a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Resolution number 34, authorization terminate a lease and pay a lump sum of $15,000.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Resolution number 35, authorization to add 4 additional per diem instructor positions.
Move it. Second.
We have a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. We're going to move on to county government. Resolution number 36, authorization for MIS to enter into a contract with Repeat Business Systems.
Second.
Motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Resolution number 37, authorization for tourism to award the contract to digital marketing services for tourism promotion to Matthias Parking
Second.
Company. Motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Resolution number 38, authorization for tourism to award contract for the publication of the 2025 Columbia County Visitor Guide. This is guide. We have a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Resolution number 39, authorization for veterans to roll. Second. We have a motion and a second. Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Resolution number 40, authorization to appoint members to the Columbia County Planning Board for Regions 1 and 2.
Second.
Motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Resolution number 41, authorization for real property to contract for training and monitoring. Motion and a second. All in favor? Opposed? Carried. We're gonna move on to, resolution number 42. Resolution number 42, authorization for real property tax service agency to modify fees. Motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Okay, Public Works. Resolution number 43, authorization for the chairman of the Board of Supervisors to enter into an agreement with the partners. Motion and second. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Resolution number 44, authorization to transfer $22,000 from the contractual repair budget line to the highway outlay. Motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Resolution number 45, authorization. The Director of Solid Waste is seeking permission to transfer $50,000.
Move it. Second.
We have a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Resolution number 46, authorization for the Director of Facilities to seek and commission transfer funds from the Philmont Nutrition Equipment Expense Account.
Second.
Motion in the second, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Resolution number 47, authorization for facilities to auction a surplus mower.
Second.
We have a motion and a second, all in favor? Opposed? Carried. Resolution number 48, authorization for transfer courthouse funds to address budget shortfalls.
Second.
We have a motion and a second, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Resolution number 49, authorization for the chairman to award and execute a construction contract with A. Calaruso and Son Incorporated.
Second.
We have a motion and a second, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Resolution number 50, authorization for the chairman of board of supervisors to execute a professional services agreement with Barton Jews in the amount of $187,291.
Move it.
Design.
Second.
Have a motion and a second, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Resolution number 51, authorization to award a professional services agreement with NJM Engineering Architect, Landscape Architect, and Land Surveying PC.
Second.
We have a motion and a second, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Resolution number 52, authorization to designate Searles Associates of Albany and Rochester.
Second.
We have a motion and a second, in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Resolution number 53, authorization for the chairman of the Columbia County Board of Supervisors.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Resolution number 54, authorization for the chairman of the Columbia County Board of Supervisors to execute an agreement and other required documents required.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Resolution number 55, authorization to appoint one member of the Columbia County Water and Sewer District Number 1.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Resolution number 56.
Can I ask some questions on this? I think
Sure.
Ron, before we motion second.
Sure.
I wasn't at Public Works,
Okay.
and as I read the resolution, it sounds like there was correspondence from your town board.
Yep.
From your bridge committee.
Yep.
But then it doesn't say like that Public Works either agreed with the bridge committee, disagreed with the bridge committee. I don't have any of what that feedback was. Can you give me a?
No, the Public Works Committee voted to move ahead with the project as Ray had presented it the month before. It was an alternatives list of, you could repair, you could build a new one, look like this, you could build a new one, look like that, a number of different projects. The engineering firm had done cost analysis of capital costs plus 50-year life cycle costs, all those things. And the committee had pretty much picked, option 4. Now, that being said, what this resolution is trying to say too is that along the way, we did receive public comment on what people in the community would like to see in the bridge, So yes, the county needs to construct a new 2-lane bridge. What that looks like is subject to some of the input that we've taken in the last few months, So we will now give that to the engineering firm and they will come up with a draft design.
And did the bridge committee say, however, we're moving forward right now is how, like, did Public Works go with the bridge committee's recommendations or go against the recommendations?
They went again. Well, so there was a local group that brought up this alternative process
Okay.
where they wanted to change the New York State vendor process, basically they wanted to bring on another consultant. Basically they were looking for somebody to come on and say we could repair the bridge, and we've had 2 good consultants that say you can't. In fact, I was just sharing with people that in this desk today, I found this resolution dated December 11th, 1991, declaring the status of Falls Bridge a state of emergency because it had been closed down and they were seeking funding to replace it as soon as possible. In the 90s, there was a repair that was done that was a Band-Aid, and so we got to this point. So the local bridge committee did bring a proposal to Public Works Committee, which wasn't supported by the committee,
Okay.
to go into kind of a longer process. They wanted to bring in bridge designers and New York State DOT, SHPO, and all those agencies and have them tell the residents what they could build. We really don't think that would be productive. It's not really going to happen, as you know,
And
trying
what
to sit
about,
down with DOT.
what about your town board after getting the feedback from the bridge committee?
Yeah.
Did your town board say to Public Works, you know, by a majority vote, hey, we know they want this thing, but we as a town board don't agree with it.
Exactly. I provide a signed letter to the copies of the Public Works Committee by our town board members saying they're supportive of a new 2-lane bridge. What that looks like is subject to
Right.
design standards and whatnot.
But that was after the bridge committee got feedback. Your
Yes,
town board
yeah.
still, at least the majority said.
Yeah. And I can tell you that the majority of my community wants to see a new bridge that functions for the community, you know?
Yeah.
We got fire companies and, you know, you know.
One other question that
Yep.
may have already been talked about, and again, I'm not on Public Works, I don't come to the
Sure,
meetings, so I
yep.
apologize to come in at the end. And, but it sounds like there are people who are like, this is historic.
Yep.
Could an option that might even be cheaper for the county just to build a new bridge that's a drivable bridge and say to either the town or the historical society, hey, make it a walking bridge, make it a historic.
So that was an
whatever.
option that was brought to the town. It never got to the town board for a vote. The bridge committee even deemed that probably wasn't feasible.
Okay.
But that was one of the options on that alternative list, is to give that bridge to the town for a walking bridge, and then the county would build a new one alongside of it.
Right, because that would seem like a win-win.
Yeah.
Historic bridge.
Well, you would think so, but, you know, building a new one in front of it would kind of take away from that. And there would have to be some eminent domain takings in order to build a new bridge in a newer
They're gonna
location.
use parts of the embankments anyway, aren't they gonna reuse them or not?
What's that? You got to reuse the
Whatever.
abutments?
Yeah, where.
Well, they're gonna redo them in the same place, right? They would be reinforced or something, new abutments. So that was an option, and there still is. There has been, you know, a request put to the public about, you know, what could we do with parts of this old bridge? You know, could we put it over a trailway or something, you know, to try and reutilize some of the historic elements of it. Right now, I think that what we're trying to do is design a new one with some iron railings that mimic the original structure, things like that. That's what we've presented to the engineering firm, what they do with it. We gotta wait and see what they do. They have to follow New York State guidelines too. But, a lot of the community, you know, the group that brought this really wanted to try and maintain a 1-lane bridge in the community. And most of us just don't think that's the right thing to do, to get it, but,
Yeah, well, I appreciate all that, especially if the majority of your town board, you know, because we're the county and yes, we pay for it and all that, but if the
Yeah.
majority of your town board said this is what
They
we
want.
as a
oh
town
yeah,
board want,
it's
then.
been unanimous with my town board.
Okay.
Very well, you know.
Okay, so we'll move on to resolution number 57.
We didn't vote on 56.
We didn't vote on it.
No.
Yeah, we're doing that now.
Okay.
We have a motion?
No.
I'll move it. Second.
All right, we have a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Move on to finance, resolution number 57. Authorization to award the bid for milk and dairy products.
Second,
Motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Resolution number 58. Authorization to award the bid for bread, baked goods.
Second.
Motion and a second. All in favor?
aye,
Opposed? Carried. Resolution number 59. Authorization to award the bid for meat and meat products.
Second.
Have a motion and a second. All in favor?
aye,
Opposed? Carried. Resolution number 60. Authorization to award the bid for canned frozen goods. Motion and a second. All in favor?
aye,
Opposed? Carried. Resolution number 61. Authorization to contract between the County of Columbia.
second,
We have a motion and a second. All in favor? Opposed? Carried. Resolution number 62, a resolution authorizing the issuance pursuant to section 9010 of the local finance law refunding bonds for the County of Columbia.
second.
Can you explain that side, what the following of this resolution is about?
Do you want
I'm sorry, can you read that again?
Can you explain the
See.
serial bonds resolution?
It's the bond
What is-
resolution that you refinance. I think.
Yes, okay.
yeah,
Basically, what we're going to do, this would incorporate some of the refinancing of some of the existing bonds that we have out there, because at the time, the rate had dropped. In the meanwhile, the rate is going back up. So all we're requesting is to pass the resolution so that when the rate drops again, we can go ahead with the refunding of that bond. But right now, it's on hold.
So it's like a preemptive,
Yes.
like we're like
Yes,
offering some
that's correct.
future reissue.
Yep.
Okay, thanks. Appreciate that.
And is there a threshold of like when it drops below this, or is it really at your
Well, In
discretion?
the original, when it dropped, we would have saved over $200,000. Right now, it's down to about 70 or 80, with the anticipation that they will drop again at some point. And so if we pass the resolution, that will give us permission to go ahead and do it.
Sometimes
we don't have to wait.
for a meeting to be able to do
Yeah,
that.
to
I
get,
just didn't know if there was a threshold, like as soon as it hits this one, or if it's just
you
whenever.
never know what that's like, the stock market. Okay, so number 62. Need a motion in a
Do you
second?
have a motion in a second?
Okay, motion in a second, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Resolution number 63, authorization to contract with Bondeo and Company LLP to provide risk assessment services at a cost not to exceed 19.5. We have a motion in a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Resolution number 64, resolution approving the premium equivalent rates for the 2025 Columbia County Health Insurance Program.
Move it.
Second.
Motion in a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Resolution number 65, authorization to contract with Axon for evidence management services in the CC Columbia County DA's office.
Move it.
We have a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Resolution number 66, resolution adopting the 2025 budget.
Move it.
Second.
Motion and second. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried.
Opposed.
Can I also make a request around this? I know that we turned some of the vacant positions and eliminated them in the budget process. Could I get a list? I know. I'm just like,
Send it to you.
yeah, I just wanted
He's on vacation this week.
to. Does need
Yeah,
to.
they're, Mike, we're going right through this step by step.
So I have a quick process question, and I was on the budget committee, so I don't have questions, but aren't we meeting after this to go over the budget?
Yeah.
But we're voting on it before we review
Well, we
it.
want to be able to get this done.
You still have an opportunity on the floor to vote for it. or
Okay,
against it.
I mean, I support it, it seems weird to vote on something and then. do a
This just gets it
presentation
to the floor.
on it. Okay,
Okay, so we have a motion in there.
Yes,
We voted
motion
on
and
it.
second, and Ray opposed.
Okay. Resolution number 67, appoint a member to the Workforce Development Board.
I'll move it.
Second.
Motion is second. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Local law, establishing salaries of certain offices in the Columbia County of Columbia.
Move it.
second.
Motion is second. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried.
Are these all the same? Are these changing now?
Well,
Just.
yes, because there is the 2.7%
Some of them are
Well,
going.
raise, so
Yeah,
every time
yeah, I mean,
there's
we're-
salary changes, we have to
Right.
do a local law.
I think that is, are the people changing?
No, I meant,
The numbers.
were there raises beyond?
No.
Beyond that?
None of those yet.
Is there anything else that we'd like to discuss? Not, I need a motion to adjourn.
I'll make a motion. Second.
Motion is second. All in favor?
Somehow they never pick one.
Opposed? Okay,
They just stop the recording.
All right, thanks.
thank you.